organized speech about some aspect of leadership styles. The member may choose to speak about his or her own leadership style or leadership styles in general and their impacts. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any style the member chooses. Finally, the speech should be a report on the content of understanding your leadership style project. The title of the project is What is my best 11? Mayank Motwani, what is my best 11? Mayank Motwani.
Are you able to hear me?
Loud and clear, yeah.
Just few hours before the cricket match, when Mahendra Singh Dhoni goes out on the cricket pitch for analysis, what do you think runs in his mind? Well, he has a team of 15 players, some good fielders, some good batsmen, some good bowlers. He has a choice, he has a decision to make. Which 11 should play in the match? Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Just like a cricket captain has a team of 15 players and he needs to decide the best 11 of those, every one of us as leaders have our own set of skills. In any given situation, we need to pick the best skill combination and play our best game. So today I'm going to share with you what's my best 11. What styles as a leader do I carry? So I'm going to share with you two such styles which define my leadership. Few days ago, I was talking to my fiance. We were discussing this same leadership style project, and I was like, hey, I'm preparing a speech on my leadership style. Can you help me prepare this? What do you think is my style? What? You're a leader. Yeah, everybody is a leader. Okay, so tell me, what is my style? Am I an authoritative leader or an altruistic one or an innovative kind of person? What is it? She gave a really insightful answer. Do you know what she told? I think this is a really boring topic. Can we talk about something else? Yeah, let's talk about something else. Let us play a game. Okay, let us say that I'm not there in your life. Okay, what will happen next? Yeah, so what will happen next? You will have to design a brand new husband for yourself. So what qualities will the new husband will have? Do you want a bureaucratic husband who tells you what to eat, when to go out, when not to go out, what to wear? Do you think I would want one? No. I'm just saying. So, do you want a democratic husband who takes your advice in all the important matters? Yeah, I like that. And do you know what I like more? And then she started talking more and more about my style. And that's how, my friends, you combine two unrelated topics into one interesting conversation. So, what do you think was my style there?
Innovative.
Yes, exactly. That was an example of my innovative leadership style. Innovative leaders see things differently. They have their own way of failing forward. They have their own way of looking at things. They solve complex problems and create something out of nothing. Another trait of innovative leaders is that sometimes they surprise people by their decision. Just like Mahendra Singh Dhoni surprised everyone in 2007 T20 Cricket World Cup. Do you remember that match when he gave ball to Joginder Sharma in spite of having an option of experienced Harbhajan Singh? The final over when Misbah-ul-Haq played a bad shot and got out. The whole world was praising him, the whole India was praising him for that decision. But what happened on the ground is the take home for me as an innovative leader. So Joginder Sharma in an interview told, the best thing about Mahi during that over was that he told me, even if we lose, he will take the responsibility. Even if it was by a margin of just 1 run, we will win, he kept saying. So I learned that an innovative leader can take decision based upon his or her intuition, but a good innovative leader needs to take the responsibility of that action. So there's a lot to learn from the leaders around us, but I see myself somewhere in the bucket of innovative leadership. So that was my first style. I have another color to my leadership style, which came out prominent when I joined as president of the club Wipro. When I joined as a president, I sat down with the committee in deciding our goal, our vision, our mission statements. During the term, we definitely earned awards and coronated at shiny stages. But the one thing that I am really proud of was that there were no conflicts in the team. Whenever I observed the slightest chance of an ego clash or a fight, I realigned my focus on the core values that the team carries, and then made everyone realize that they actually are on the same side. Then why fight? So that was an example of my affiliative leadership. An affiliative leader wants to avoid conflict. A conflict of maybe outside between people, or a conflict within the person. Sometimes the conflict is within our head. We're thinking something and doing something else. So to avoid that confusion, I have a habit of writing down anything and everything that bothers me. That helps me clarify the confusion. And I also have a habit of reading books that gives me a knowledge. So this habit of reading and writing helps me avoid the conflict of outside and inside. And I really believe that if a bunch of people agree on one common value, it's possible to align everybody's energy towards one common goal. So that was something about my leadership style. I have these two styles, one which is affiliative, one which says that, okay, make everyone happy. On the other hand, I have an innovative style, which is kind of take unpredictable decision or take the different path. But that's the beauty. That's what makes an effective combination. One, they are kind of independent in terms of how they function, but at the same time, complementary in terms of the result they produce. So that was my best 11. That was my leadership style. What style do you carry as a leader? It's really important for us to know what styles do we carry, and what styles can be acquired as we go along. Because that cricket pitch is just like a life, where every day is a match with different conditions, and every day we need to answer this really, really important question. What's my best 11? What's my leadership style? What's your style, dear MOC? Thank you.
So you added so many colors in your speech, starting from cricket to affiliative and innovative leadership, everything. So let's move on to the, I think now, okay, not speaker. So now let's move on to the evaluation. I think let me call out all the members to evaluate Mayank's speech. So who want to go first? Anyone has taken lots of notes? Who wants to go ahead? Karthik was writing so many things. Yes.
You can choose with it. You suggest.
DTM Karthik already raised his.
I think nobody answered, so I answered. Thank you, Mayank, to know your leadership style. The best thing that I liked about the delivery is that you took cricket and the leadership, and most of the people, audience, I would agree, including me, look upon the cricket leaders as their role model in terms of the style of leadership. That is the thing most I liked. And in terms of recommendation, or maybe you could have, what I was thinking is, yeah, you are an innovative and affiliated leader, but does that leadership style is what is being expected, or are you able to gel within your current expectation or the organization, is something which I was inquisitive to know more about. Mrida?
Thank you, Karthik. Mayank, I really enjoyed your speech. What I felt you did the best was when you spoke in the beginning about designing a brand new husband, a democratic husband, or some other kind of husband. The absurdness and the unexpectedness I got out of that really made me smile a lot. So I felt that was a really good part of your speech. Where I felt you could have improved is, even though it says that you want to discuss your leadership style, you don't have to draft your entire speech on, okay, these are the different type of leadership styles, mine is this, someone else is this. You could have added a little more. You should have integrated that theoretical content into a more story-like manner. I felt if you would have done that, it would have been much better. I guess Sangeeta.
Okay, thanks, Mrina. Yeah, Mayank, the really good part was that you took something like cricket, which is very, very common and which most people can relate to, and many of us follow cricket. So that I really liked that part, that you chose a very common example, something not very obscure for leadership. So that was really, really nice. But where I felt there was a scope of improvement is you're talking something about leadership. You could have used a lot of word play in your content. I felt what was missing was that impactful wordplay in your content. Like, for example, when you were saying that, a leader can make his own choice, you were giving an example of cricket, and you were saying that you are taking a choice, but then he should also be aware of what his choices can result in, right? You were talking about it in a particular place. You could have just used one line. The leader is free to take his choice, but he's not free from the consequences of his choice. So something like that would have stuck on in people's head. So that's one thing. And Satya? Satya?
Thank you, Sangeeta. Mayank, thank you so much for the speech. I think you have started in a very good note, explaining Dhoni as a leadership, the way he exemplify himself. So I think start was very good. And then I just have one point, where you have talked about innovative leadership when you are talking about, the phone. The posture of yours you could have improved. You are leaning down and talking like this. So when you are a leader, your backbone should be like this and you talk like this. Okay. And then I think I find one of the interesting thing about when you are a president and the way you did the conflict management, putting everybody into a one goal, and that's the primary focus of a leader. I think these 2 points you have done great, but you could have improved the posture. Thank you. I would say Pawan.
Thank you, Satya. Mayank, I could see your preparation in your speech, and when you were talking in phone, switching both sides, that means like, however you are painting, that was it's like I understood that you practiced very well. What's your best 11 and leadership style? I was confused. Between the title and the content connect. Over to Srinivas.
All right. Thanks, Pawan. So, Mike, this is something very interesting topic. I'm sure I'm also quite eagerly waiting for delivering some speeches on leadership. So the plus point, what I feel is the personalized speech. Specifically, not many people dare to bring their fiancés or spouses. So that was very interesting. And particularly when she said this is a boring subject, it was negative, but then you made that point to be positive, and you got whatever you wanted to get from her. That's really interesting one. The area of improvement, what I see is when you said best 11 is what is your best 11, that is not very clear. Maybe I missed that point, or it did not come out well. So with that, I hand over to Mani. Okay.
So yeah, actually I'm guest, not the members.
Sorry, Mani.
Mani is not a member.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right. Let's
Mukesh,
go ahead with
Mukesh.
Lisa.
Mukesh.
Sorry,
No, they're on. Mukesh.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, hi,
Okay,
Srinivas. Yeah. Thank you so much. So Mayank, so I was mentoring Mayank's speech, and I'm really happy about the way it came out compared to all the practices which we did. So just a few points, and rest of them I'll tell it to you offline. So as Srinivas said, right? So what is my best 11 is sort of like a metaphor for what is your type of leadership skills. So that distinction we should have made it a little bit more clearer. And some parts in between, I could see that you were not unsure about that particular point. It felt like that even you're not unsure about that point. So how will the audience be unsure? So those type of misleadings were here and there. For example, when you were mentioning about habit of reading and writing little unsure, or so it was a little unsure and a little slipped. And then when about the phone conversation with your fiance, you told say leadership styles. So I had a phone conversation with my fiance. Say leadership styles. So say leadership styles means that you're giving a this thing speculation. So it's not like a confirmation. We talked about leadership. Like say leadership styles means we might have talked about that also. So there's uncertainty over there. So that small things here and there, if we correct it, I think we'll be able to give a better presentation. Thank you, and over to Vinith.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mukesh. So I really enjoyed your speech, Mayank, and as I said, it was a mixture of cricket and two leadership styles and so many things. Only one improvement area that I see is one was disconnect between title and the overall speech. Somewhere I couldn't follow that, and I think I always feel leadership is all about impact, right? So the innovation is not manipulation. I don't mind it, but basically when you manipulate a thought, I don't think that's a innovative leadership. So somewhere you should, if you would have been shown how you are impacting, I think Karthik told how you impacted on your profession and those places, that would have clearly called out this leadership quality. But overall, it was a very enthusiastic delivery mixed with all your personal stories and everything. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. So I'll nominate Richa, Toastmaster Richa.
Yeah. So, hey, I liked your speech, but only thing that I would like to draw your attention was that the flow of an organization of the content, right? So, at times it was not clear to me that where are you talking about leadership and where are you talking about a discussion between you and your wife or you and your girlfriend. Because what was happening was there was a lot of to and fro, and the topic was lost somewhere in the middle. You were talking about leadership without telling what exactly are the exemplifying what the leadership is. Even when you talked about MS Dhoni, you were not clear about how his leadership has impacted, like Vineet said, not only impacted, but what is exactly the leadership style? What examples could bring out what leadership style does he carry? That's all from my end.
I think we have Lasya.
Yeah. Hello, Mayank. Dada, I started to listen to the speech a little later. I joined a little late. However, what I observed was you have a natural flair for delivery in your speech. I've heard a couple of speeches delivered from you. So today was the same. On areas of improvement, I would say, your speech lacked projection and power of delivery. As a leader, you always need to exemplify yourself, as one of them said, in terms of transitioning your speech, and when you are shuffling towards two kinds of leadership, it needs to stand out. This would have come out a little more better if you would have supported it with a story, and also said that everyone is expendable and leaders are no less. Added some value to it, giving the best style out, which would stand prominent. Yeah, thanks.
I think it's time for Mayank.
Mayank, time for the rebuttal, Mayank. Give it back.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for your points. So I noted down all your points, and some points I do agree, and some points we need to think differently. So one thing is, is the making the choice of words impactful, as pointed out by Sangeeta and Lasya also. So yeah, that is where I know that that is not my strength. So yeah, I need to work on that. Maybe I can work on it in the future speeches. Posture on the talking of the posture on the phone, I was trying to make it more natural and not do something kind of, I'm narrating the speech, but kind of make it more natural. Maybe it did not come out so naturally, so that's why it was like there can be a lot of thought process in that. And talking about cricket and leadership, thanks for appreciating that. I connected with it. So what I was more looking at for that, the points of is the good points about the speeches. I felt that whatever points were given, all kind of similar or kind of generic. So I was looking more on those areas also, like how the voice was, vocal variety was there something that was good or can be improved upon. And I agree about that point that it might have felt the conversation might have felt like little bit like a manipulation, but that's not how I wanted to project it. But maybe it came out in that way. So a little bit of practice and thinking differently might help there. So overall, I feel good about giving this speech, and yeah, we can discuss more about the delivery part of it.
I have one point to make on the content. This is with regard to innovation and your point which said that, suddenly coming up with something, right? Innovation and unprecedency are completely different things in leadership. Being unprecedented sometimes might not lead you towards your goal. Being innovative means you're creative and you're taking consent of all the others and then moving towards your goal. But unprecedency and innovativeness are completely on the opposite sides.
No, Lasya, if I may intervene, I think he used the word unpredictable decision. I don't know, is it?
So I said, yeah, it's the same as unprecedented or unpredictable, okay. And innovative are totally different. That's what I wanted to say.
So Mayank, I had one point, like you said, right, about MS Dhoni, right? So if you would have highlighted how he keeps his own cool and how he gives strength to the team in terms of that, kind of brings out the leadership style that he carries, right? And if you would have also talked about a little bit more about little bit differently about the interaction between you and your better half, it in terms of where the leadership was, because what you were doing was you were saying that it is an innovative leadership, wherein you were prompting her to speak more about how you are as a leader, right? When she was not ready to speak about it. So at that point of time, if you would have used a little bit more in terms of what is the style that you were using. You were saying innovative style of leadership, but you did not specify what exactly entails innovative style of leadership, right? I did this and this and this, and then I asked her to, I provoked her, I poked her, or whatever, right? You would have led a little bit more with that. It would have brought out the leadership style that you executed with her. Plus, I'm just giving you an example in terms of unprecedency and other points that Lasya said. See, when PM Modi came in, his leadership style is also innovative in a term that he kind of did demonetization, which was not unprecedented, but it came after a long period of time, right? So there was no examples for him to follow. It was totally unpredictable how the decision would turn out to be. But then he did speak to people. One, he did bang on, he cut the cord. He did not give time for other things to, churn in the background. These are some of the points I thought. And when it comes to delivery, I thought that you were very on point in delivering the emotions that came out of the your speech. Only thing is, if you would have stressed out a little bit on the conversation transitions, like when you were talking and when your wife were talking, or when somebody else was talking and you were talking, or between two people, it would have helped a lot.
If anybody of the guests wants to go, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would like, I have a couple of points which I'll go after the guests. Any of the guests have any points to add, please?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, please, Manoj.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Mayank in particular. Mayank, most of the positive points have been touched, but what I liked is that you identified your leadership styles and how you connected the affiliatory leadership with Toastmasters, which is relevant for all of us. As leaders, we all go through, or as committee members, we go through this conflicts, and very important aspect. So rest of the positive points have been touched upon, which I don't want to repeat. I thought the initial conversation between you and your fiancé could have been a little shorter. It has prolonged a bit, and you could have utilized the time for better content. And you lost a bit of flow towards the end. That's when you mentioned that you write it down and then writing, reading. From there, the punch could have been a little better. That's why the landing was not as effective as the takeoff. That's what I want to add. Just focus on it. Your introduction was good. When you close it, that last 2 minutes, it should be really good. And what is in it for us? What message you're conveying? That should be very specific. Thank you. Really enjoyed your speech. All the best. All the best. And all the best as president as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj. Any of the other guests want to have a go? Anybody else? Okay. So if no one wants to go, all right. So Mayank, I have a couple of points. My point would be in the content and organization of your speech. So the first thing is you gave a very humorous thing on your conversation with your fiance, and then you went on to MS Dhoni. That actually dilutes your leadership points. Stick to one story. Either you have 11 points coming in from your fiance where you can relate it humorously to how she would want to shape a husband, or how you would want your husband, how a husband should be made. You come up with 11 points. It will give you a title connect also. What is my best 11? Or you stick with MS Dhoni, come up with 11 points and say, now I have a cricket team. Right. I felt that 11 was a subtle indication of the cricket team. You were talking a lot about MS Dhoni. So when you organize your speech with just one story and make it relatable to that story, the impact left on the audience is a lot more. So you had a humor point and then that never came back again in your speech. Then you went on to MS Dhoni. So either stick to MS Dhoni or stick to your fiance. Don't confuse both. So, and when you are giving a title, what is my best 11? You can come out with the ending saying that I followed this best 11 practices and I came up with a winning IPL team. So something like that, which relates it back to the context if you are talking about MS Dhoni. So you can take 11 incidences from MS Dhoni's leadership styles, come up with your points relating to that particular style of leadership, what you learned from it, and come back and finish your speech. So if you had organized your speech that way, it would have had a lot of relevance. It would have been easily understood by a lot of people and it wouldn't have gone here and there. Even this reading, writing point, which was mentioned, that could have been one of the things that you learned from what MS Dhoni did. Some incident, you could have just researched on that and come up with it. So when you organize your speech this way, it makes it a lot easier to understand. That was my main point. Apart from that, when you have a story, your vocal variety also has a lot of scope for play. When you don't have a story, it becomes a sermon. So you don't have much of scope for thing. You don't have too many emotions when you are talking about leadership, unless you weave a story into it. So if you want feedback on vocal variety and you want feedback on body language, then weave a story and then give out your leadership points. Then you will get all that feedback that you